The Dwarves of Erebor make a last stand here in today's Dawnless Days siege battle as they fight to defend their mountain, a stronghold from the armies of evil, as hordes of orcs and trolls start their assault. And they are, there is a lot of them in today's battle as we again are using the double unit size mod, which adds, well, as you might be able to tell, double the size of units for every single unit, including trolls, which are up to 16 armored orc high, which is an insane amount. But in fairness, there is 200 iron guards that they've now got to try and break through instead of the usual 100. So this is going to make for one heck of a battle. And I mean, this is a mammoth of a battle. We've got nearly 12,000 orcs and trolls against nearly 10,000 elves, men, and dwarves in this one. And yeah, as you can see already looking at this is not looking good for the forces of good. We've got champions of Dol Guldur and Guldur Blades flanking around. Champions of Dol Guldur getting right into the backs here of these dwarven warriors. The elves are a little bit late. It's not quite like the movies in the Battle of the Five Armies where the elves jump over the dwarven lines. They're just going to have to arrive a bit late and try and save the day. I've got some elves, some Sylvan Axes here that are now joining the fight. They're certainly not going to be a match for the champions of Dol Guldur over here, but yeah, they are going to be able to slow them down. And there's a lot of them, I guess, as well, which I think will benefit the elves because they pretty much fight to the last one anyway. So having double-sized units, does that mean they'll fight to the last one still? I'm not so sure. We'll find out together. But yes, it's good to be back with some more Lord of the Rings action, and yeah, we're back with another Battle of the Five Armies battle. This is done by the same guys that did the huge Helm's Deep battle a little while ago that we covered. And they wanted to do a Battle of Five Armies. Maybe they're going to do all the big ones, but I mean, yeah, basically, it's a large armies, and it's 2 times units. So pretty much just a 4v4, just with a 1v1. It's just 2 guys doing it, playing this battle. But yeah, should make for a fun one, that's for sure. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one goes down. You can see the encirclement has already been counter-encircled, and actually the champions of Dol Guldur are losing. Concerningly, everything is gold chevron, which I don't really know why the players have done that. I don't see really the need. You could just like buy all your units and then say we're not doing chevrons. Because like some units haven't been chevroned, like all these Erebor Axe Warriors back here, which for some reason haven't been chevroned up, which makes for interesting stuff. But yeah, it looks like at the moment the first front line, Guldur Blades, yeah, they kind of just die into Dwarven Warriors and Iron Guards in the front line here. It's probably to do with them being chevroned. I feel like the chevrons are going to benefit more the forces of good than the forces of evil. And we also have the assault over here, and we have Riverman just getting absolutely annihilated. This is a jab unit, and it looks like they didn't get their jabbies off. They just got absolutely just charged down by champions of Dol Guldur over here and trolls. And now they have to, the trolls and the champions of Dol Guldur have to break through all the men of Lake Town over here. So we have Lake Town Guards, and it looks like we've got Spear Militia. We haven't got a lot of troops defending Dale, which I'm a big fan of. I don't really like loads of troops being stacked in Dale. It's really hard to attack. So yeah, I'm glad the players haven't done that. And they just put the men of Dale / Lake Town in here. Looks like we've got Yeoman already firing, shooting at. Looks like Shock infantry down here. And the Shock are going to go in, but against Lake Town Guards, they're going to be struggling. I would possibly flank around if I was them and try somewhere else. Maybe not this choke point, but you could go literally up anywhere else. You could literally come through here. There's so many ways into Dale, which makes it a very undefendable settlement in a way. It gives you guys a lot of options when you assault. We've got also Krumul back here, sort of like I guess like a combat gen, and he's got more swords to break through. But yeah, Dale, I don't know if they're going to get reinforced by elves. Actually, as I say that, yeah, it looks like that is the case. I'm seeing 2 units of Lascal and Blades go that direction. There's 400 elves being sent to defense. That's very cool. I like that. There is like gaps already opening up there. There's a definite gap there in the line that the orcs will break through. Orcs blobbing up, they don't really want to do that. They want to try and find as many gaps as possible. Yes, do let me know in the comments, who are you rooting for? Are you rooting for the forces of good? Are you rooting for dwarves, elves and men? Or are you rooting for orcs and trolls and all those evils, nasty beasties?
Men, run from the enemy! This is shameful.
But yeah, Dol Guldur, you know, I've been told more and more now recently, they're a pretty solid faction. So I'm going to take the word for it. Guldur Blades, though, are struggling in this one, that is for sure. I mean, they are facing two of the top factions, Erebor and also the Wooden Realm. And certainly all this missile superiority they've got, they are going to have a lot of joy. I mean, Dol Guldur has brought no missiles, I'd just like to add. That is a bit concerning. They've got wargs, trolls, a lot of infantry, but no missiles. Spears are starting to die here, as our champion, as our Dwarven warriors here. So the flank maybe from the champions of Dol Guldur is working, and the trolls getting in here as well. And we've got wargs in it. Oh my gosh, we've got everything. No wonder the Iron Guard are not doing so well. They're suffering because they're just getting surrounded. Iron Guard are great when they've got the enemy in front of them, but when they're behind them as well, well, the phalanx can only work so well. The shield wall cannot hold forever. Sylvan axes, they're holding the line for now. Over here, it's also looking pretty good for the forces of good. I think it's just because of missile superiority. Like, they've got so many Lasgarden archers. These are 200-man archer units. We've got a ballista as well back here, also fiery, and Dane back there. And we've got Thranduil as well. I feel like sending Thranduil into the city. That's where he kind of ends in the city. Doesn't make much use from having there really a cab general, but if you're going to go for war accuracy, that's where he is. My gosh. I mean, I will admit the mod does really add the scale. But, yeah. I mean, if you had a 4v4 with this mod, that would be insane. It really would be. Numbers-wise right now, it's... if it shows me, which it might not. Oh, well, that's interesting. Van's power won't just to show up for some reason, but there you go. There you go. 8,300 against 9,700. So already, yeah, the attackers have lost a good nearly. Well, they've lost 2,000, maybe nearly 3,000, and the defenders have lost about 1,000 troops. They are breaking through at the moment here. Dwarven warriors are suffering, as are the swords and spears here. Yeah, let's go on spears. This is looking like a place to break through. It looks like the trolls are really having good success at the moment there. Over here, this is not looking great. There are gaps again. Like just walk through here, and you're into the archers. Looks like Iron Guard's being pulled back. Dwarven warriors now in the front line. Whether they're just refreshing their more elite troops that helped us on line for a little while. We've already got guys in here. They don't need to like commit the elite, which I'm kind of for. Look at all those elves on the hilltop there waiting. That's a lot of elves. And more elves, by the way. Looks like a third regiment of elves being sent towards the town. They haven't. They've stopped. They have not been going any further. Dale at the moment is having limited success. Spearmilitia losing. Looks like they're holding up the Olokai and the shock. I mean, it's not a great combo for breaking through. Surprised they didn't bring any pikes. Like pikes are a big thing in the orc armies, Dol Guldur. That attack in the Battle of Five Armies. There's a lot of pike units, so I feel like they might be needed. They might be needed, especially if you knew you're going to have to fight over Dale, which is one of the king of choke point battles. It really is. One thing I would be concerned about if I was Dol Guldur is the shipmen. 340-man unit. All have javies. That is, what, like 680 javies is going to be thrown? It's an insane amount of javies. We've got wargs going through. I don't know if they're going in a melee, if they are trying to go through the gap. They've kind of butchered whatever they're trying to do. Thranduil's in here as well. Thranduil's actually trying to help stabilize the line. And the Ologai are in here smashing his horses. Taking names. The silver armored elves are slowly turning red to get covered in orc and elven blood. I was going to say, it's a shame that the orcish blood's not black. It would be very cool. Very, very nice. Nice kill there from the elf. The Olokai just knocking these elves around like they are just, I don't know, just like bits of hay. They really are. Yeah, they are slowly committing more and more, but there's still plenty of reserves. Attackers, yeah, they're kind of running out of reserves. Champions are putting forward a bit more. They've got 3 more units arriving here. Yeah, definitely send at least 1 more into that central spot. Also look at maybe sending one through the gap here. Like, go for it. Like, what's there to lose, really? Go for some gap assaults. We can go through this gap. We can flank the Elven archers. They're in melee now. They're going to need another unit in here. This is all about a break, you could imagine. They've got so much stacked up here, just doing nothing. Like, all these orcs just standing, just patiently waiting. They are going to break through here, though. The dwarves are nearly dead. Well, I say they're going to break through. Lasgarland spears arrived, saved the day. There you go. They're starting to master out these orcs here. Not a good sign. Ballista's still going off. I feel like if you were to chevron anyone, I would have chevron the orcs, like a little bit. I wouldn't gold chevron them, but like elves and dwarves are already overpowered. They don't need chevroning. They're already so strong. Yeah, I would say like just don't bother with these chevrons. Also, I feel like both sides might have spent similar money. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. Army sizes are identical, which was a critique from the Helm's Deep one, and I would agree. As a massive critique. And also, like, I don't know. I mean, I say in this army, if you can take out these guys, quite nice, because there's definitely more money spent here for the orcs than there is for the defenders. Like, the Dalian units are not that great. Oh, they're in melee and they're jabbying. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, they're just jabbying while in melee, which is a bit cheesy. I hate it as a strategy, as a thing. You just get so many kills. You shouldn't be getting these kills because you can't miss. You literally cannot miss. Yeah, one of the criticisms was like the same amount of money being spent. I'm not sure if they have spent the same amount of money. They might have. Numbers wise, there obviously isn't, but that might be just because they have elves and dwarves. But yeah, they definitely should have more money because otherwise it's a bit unfair. This one a little bit less so because this is a land battle, but for an actual siege. Like bit does make sense, and it does look like they spent more money over there. That might mean they've got less money actually to throw in here into the main assault. But Olokai, like gold chevron like they are, they will do work. I mean, this one's 16 out of 16. They've still got another one to go in. I keep sending them in. Just get all the Ologs in there. And there you go. Strandal has actually helped break through here. We've got a healthy champion of Dol Guldur coming in, which is great. A little late though. They've just spammed out the shock. Respect it, sorry. I don't represent it. I respect it. Maybe I represent it too. But yes, they are like spamming out the shock. It's not a bad idea. Like spears, you're going to get countered by it. I mean, you'd hope so. They're elven spears, though. They are going to be pretty solid. This is, like I said, this is looking really good. The Olokai is nearly dead. But again, just look at the gaps. Just go through the gaps. Like, orcs. I know you got big units, it's hard to maneuver. You've got to take advantage of those gaps. They have broken through here again. More healthy, like, champions of Dol Guldur getting in. They just need to engage these Lasgarland archers. Easy dub. 2-on-1. Just win that easily. I mean, they're also flanking the spears here. Just kill that Lasgarland archer off. It's much easier. Looks like the dwarves are standing back here. Are they going to make a last stand? I think they're going to do like a lore-accurate last stand with the dwarves. The elves are all going to die here, which is cool. Again, I like that. The defenders, if they have got some amount of money, defenders aren't using all their cash in one go. They're kind of like letting bits die piecemeal by piecemeal. But also, in fairness, the orcs are all committed at this point. They are spent. Though we are seeing finally a gap use being done by champions of Dol Guldur here. Going through the gap, really nice. There's an arch unit here. That's all that can stop them. I guess Strandal could charge in as well. But yeah, not a lot more than that can be sent in. I mean, this is a waste of assets, really. I mean, they could if they wanted to. And I don't feel like that would be too anti-law. They could just send all these units in and flank around. Go out the bridge and just charge into the back there. I don't see that's anything wrong with that either. Or just come around some other spots. Like, why just attack head on? They don't need to be mindless orcs. You can have a mind as an orc. You can do stuff. You can try and flank. Don't just charge head on in. Like, I feel like if I was the attacker in this situation, I'd be looking around. I'd be like testing the areas. Especially if I had no pikes, I would not be attacking places where there's lake town guards stacked up. But also, I don't know if I'd want to attack just any of this defense, really, as the attacker. Like, force them back to the very last redoubt, stand some troops there, and then just go out and deal with the dwarves. That's what I'd do. Then maybe come back and deal with the rest later. That would absolutely be my play. Just try and like force the defenders back. So you just keep outflanking. These guys will just retreat because the player will be like, well, I won't stand here and die. At least you'd hope not.
Men have rallied.
I mean, the trolls are probably the only way they're going to get through these pole arms, and they're struggling. They are 12 out of 16, so they're still okay, but they're exhausted. They are beating the Lake Town Guard, though, hammering their skulls in. But it's costly, and they won't be able to get through all the other layers of like javies and pole arms that are waiting, because there are still quite a few. As you can see, there's still a javi unit there. What have we got here? Lasgolem. Blades arriving. Yeah, I thought the elves are still arriving. We've got bows as well. Yeah, yikes. Yikes. Oh, and the elves have sent an arch unit as well. Like, come on, guys. just fight and die in the field. But here you go. Breakthrough taking place. This is looking good. Elves and dwarves, yeah, just mass routing on this side here. Elves, I think, actually pulled back the spear that was engaged here. So it's still alive. Don't know what it's going to do. Maybe block the bridge? Maybe. So they can't go and assist Dale. If I would just deal with one at a time. Just like, you're trying to win. I know it's lore accurate, but also you're trying to win. So it's like the orcs, I just like isolate one force at a time and take them out. In this case, yeah, just take out the elves, take out the remains of the elves, then go for the dwarves. The dwarves actually might be advancing forward, might be coming to join the fight by the looks of it. So they might be rejoining. Bans power still massively with the attacks, but I think that's just because the trolls are alive. It's 5,900 against 5,800, so yeah, numbers-wise, it's looking even. And you got to remember that that's not good when you've got orcs and when you've got dwarves and elves against you. But we'll see. I trust in the Olokai and the mass shock that they have a chance of breaking through. A lot of those dwarves weren't chevron. That will give the orcs the advantage. And a lot of these elves are archers that are left. There's a thin spear line, but there's a lot of archers back here about to get sent in. They're not going to hold up well against the shock. Again, yeah, there you go. Archers here just getting cut down by orcish shock. And then go the swords. More shock going in here, and they're actually just defeating the swords outright there. Nice. What's going on over here? Oh, they just... What have they done? They just chased off the spears and now running back to Dale. Fair enough.
Men are running! Stand and fight, damn you!
But again, this is just sacrificial. Just like a player shouldn't really do this. I don't know if the player's doing it like for lore accuracy or whether he just like honestly thinks this is the best idea. But 3 swords all tied down by 1 polearm just is no, not the way. Oh, they did break through here though. They broke through there with the troll, and they're actually managed to get an entire yeoman unit here. A yeoman bow. Oh, they're still firing whilst in melee again, and just cheap abuse. Like firing whilst. I mean, come on, guys, come on. 300 yeomen here that are going to get cut down. That might make a big difference to the numbers. Actually is already. Trolls. Yeah, they need to be careful. I think they've just been jabbied, haven't they, already? Yeah, they have. There's one dead here. They got jabbied hard by Shipman. I bet he's going to jabby again, and there goes a whole bunch of trolls. At least 1, maybe 2. Drop there. One's gone. Yeah, they're getting absolutely focused down. It was a bad idea to send them head on in. Should have let the shock at least take the hits. And whatever you sent in was not going to do well against Javies, that's for sure. Looks like the final troll being... No, the other one is still way back there. They still got just a bang healthy one. A bang healthy one. A really healthy one. I mean, looking at the stakes, not bad for the orcs, but they're going to need a bit more. I would say a little bit more. These spears are just going to be really hard to hold against. I mean, you can flank them, though, and that's what they should do. Just attack with a light smattering of units here on the front lines, and then send the real attack around the flanks. Force the axes to basically turn around and fight like a rear guard defense. You'll batter through these guys, I would imagine. Even though they're tier 3, no chevrons. Surely they're like outmatched in that sort of area. And the trolls, just send them in against like the axes. Just don't send them into the spear line. Just send nothing into the spears. If anything,
from the enemy.
just send in like some weak shock, pin all these units down, and send everyone think around the flanks. Like the defender, how he's set up, he's asking to be flanked around. And you've got the Witch King back here, 130-man unit. Send him in as well. Get him into the mix. I presume Thranduil's dead or is routed as well. I've not seen him. Oh no, he's all the way over here. Thranduil is in the front lines. He's mounted as well still, and he's charging the back of his own men. This brave bodyguard here, right in the front line. Again, very lore accurate. He's like fought in the field outside Erebor, and now he's fighting inside inside Dale, and there is Thranduil, right on the front lines, sort of. But this is already kind of running out of steam as this is sold. We've got champions of Dol Guldur mopping up those yeomen. It's great. They've got, yeah, gaps open up again. 4,500 against 5,200.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
But yeah, not looking good. Champions of Dol Guldur all in there. Where is Kamul? Oh, Kamul's gone over here. So they've given up on the assault on Dale. Quite like that from the orcs. I feel like, yeah, great idea. If you're gonna force the enemy to fight you, make them fight out here, where you have definitely got a better chance of numbers, and also with the trolls. I mean, the trolls can fight in the streets, but I feel like they're doing a lot better out here. This one's combat even. It's smashing through the spears, actually. Iron Guard's losing decisively. Axe is in the fight. Yeah, everything's committed. Just get around the flanks now. That's all you need to do. Like, don't just be single-minded and just charge in. Just flank them. Yeah, it's lore accurate, but also this is total war. Total war. You flank, you hit stuff in the side. You need to give yourself an advantage somehow. These Iron Guard will happily fight the front lines, though they are getting smacked about here by trolls. I can't imagine that even the Iron Guard can withstand this forever. They're combat even at the moment, but that, like I said, that can't last. There's a shock here again. Just get that flank around. These bad boys in. Dane. He can't fight on the front lines on his own. On the back lines on his own, sorry. Olokai. Wavering. Not so great, not so great. Oh, the last Olokai has been committed. Great to see. But yeah, orcs just flank. That's all I have to say on the matter. Flank and the dwarves are dead. And then basically say to Dale, what are you going to do? You're going to come out and fight me? Because you better. I presume the objective is to take Erebor. Erebor would make sense, at least that's what the real prize is. Dale is... I like how they do make the map so like Battle 5 Armies is to take Dale. Dale is not... It's just a stepping stone. It's not the real prize. I feel like you should have like an LOC here, maybe a second one to take like sort of the foot of Erebor, like just outside. I guess you could make like a last stand. You put it like sort of like here, almost where the ballistas are. Kind of makes the players defend, fight for Erebor as well. You can make it either just a minor one or a major one. I'd make it at least a... I think I'd make it a major. Have two majors, and then you could have... And you got all the minor ones as well inside Dale, which can help. You don't have to make it start a timer, but it gives a morale bonus. Or a morale debuff. Like the dwarves should not still be fighting pretty well, even if they've lost Erebor. Just an idea, I feel like, for the map would work. Dane is now in the back lines fighting.
General is under attack.
There you go, Dane carving his hammer into the chests of orcs is what he's been born to do. Shame we don't have the other general, the other Dwarven general, Thorin Stonehell. That'd be quite good to have him here. Oh yeah, a lot of red on this front line here actually. Iron Guards, Erebor Axe Warriors, they're all losing. They're all not, because they've not got those chevrons. That is what it is, absolutely. They are dying. One of my favourite looking units in the game, that's for sure. Erebor Axe Warriors. I think they just look great. The Erebor base units just look great. As do, like, well, I say base, but just sort of like, what would be like their main infantry line. It just looks so good. So good, man. Same with Lasgal and blades and spears. They look so great.
Our men flee the field of battle.
There you go, Erebor Axe Warriors. They're stabilizing a little bit. Stabilizing a little bit. I don't think they're going to win, though. I don't think they're going to win it. Oh, yeah, Dane's managed to win over here, but he's now getting flung about by some Olokai, whatever Thwung means. But he is about to be Thwung. And actually, it looks like the troll's just charging, going to charge out. Oh, did some serious actually damage, actually, just doing that.
The enemy
Is that
refuses to
trample?
admit defeat.
The troll's
Their
just
unit
trample?
has rallied.
But this is not looking good. Witch King obviously arriving. He can now just cycle charge Dane if he wants to. Also, maybe Dane pulling out of combat. That's what's causing so much damage to him. The Olokai have just decided to surround the Dwarves here, and that is not good. And as you can see, the Dwarves, they're falling back. I think they're going to make a last stand in front of Erebor. Which is a cool idea, but they're going to lose a lot of Dwarves doing that. And if I was the Orcs, I'd keep charging. Keep chasing the Dwarves. Again, very cool, very lore accurate. Again, something that why you should have a major cap point in front of Erebor, because I feel like it would make it a bit more lore accurate. Make the players fight for the planes a bit more. Makes Battle of Five Armies actually. I know everyone kind of for the lore fights here, but this is the real objective. Like that Dale is not an objective. That's just kind of like becomes a speed bump that the Orcs have to get through, and they can't easily get through it. But I'm glad that they are running down Iron Guard. I'm glad that they're not allowing these players just to fall back and have their last stand as they want to. They're going to kill as much as they can, as you should. Dwarves are going to at least sacrifice something to make their last, to stand. Yeah, Dane is going to make a stand here with the Iron Guards, with Erebor. Very cool. I think you can, or you used to be able to on the old map, go into Erebor. But you can't anymore, that's a shame. Because you could hide units in there. And that'd be cool if you could then have more units charge out for the Dwarves to represent Thorin. But yeah, you used to be able to do that. At least on maybe the old Battle of Five Armies. I feel like one of those on the Steam Workshop before it got was just with the mod. But this thin line is not gonna hold. It is not holding. The Arabrax Warriors they're getting just chopped down. I do like that the defense here though is holding on nicely for the Men of Dale and the Elves. Can't forget the Elves. Still alive over here. But this has definitely become this is very subsidiary compared to the attack on to Erebor. Erebor is looking pretty bad, and it's pretty big, it's the main fight. Where all the numbers are. You could do with having Bjorn arrive in his bear form to help fight as well against the Orcs. Not that they really need it. They are definitely winning this. That's the thing. I always find Dale is so hard to attack and take. They really could have done with almost just another army just to take this on its own. Really, they really could have. Like a 2v1 would have probably been not fair, or at least a 1.5, and the whole half just dealt with this, and then maybe. You have the whole one over here, and they might have smashed, but then you could have allowed some more troops to come in this way. But yeah. There's always critiques. I always find that Dale is so hard to take, especially when I know it's lore accurate, but to send the Elves over as well. Though it's lore accurate, it just makes it harder. I love that they also lined up the trolls at the front, like they did in the movie before they charged in. And the trolls going in, they are fresh as well. Actually, they're going to charge in, and the dwarves go in as well. They kind of didn't stand their ground; they just counter-charged. They're going to get smashed about for it. They could get flanked for that as well. Axes here, obviously, getting overwhelmed already, it looks like, by Guldur Blades and Shock Infantry. They look like they're going to lose that, and then once they lose, they can flank around from the Orcs. And that's GG, you'd imagine. Yeah, that one already looks like it's going to lose. Looks like the sword and the axe and spear line, anyway, in the centre, is not holding.
Throw down their weapons and are fleeing.
Dwarves are knocking these, being knocked about by these trolls. Smack down, boys. It's like whack-a-mole, but whack-a-dwarf. There's so many. Just gonna hit them all. Yeah, there's actually looking at it, there's already a lot of dead Iron Guard here. Like, they have not been fighting here already. This is the first combat here. It's insane, actually. There you go, champions of Dol Guldur, they're through. They're gonna flank now, and you imagine that's gonna be GG, and Dane's gonna fall here. He's not meant to fall here. It's not lore accurate. He's supposed to survive and become king of the Iron Hills and Erebor. They're going to be able to flank now, and the other one could do so on the other side as well if it needs to. But Dane's starting to lose. Maybe with Dane dying here, that will help morale-wise to actually get through here. And we actually do have the trolls, though, charging in with against Lasgarden spears and archers. And another troll unit is arriving. They could do with, yeah, sending infantry. They need infantry support is what they need now to those trolls. Got some blades going in that direction. Maybe do with running. Here we go. The death of the dwarves. Death of the dwarves. Durin's folk slain to the last. And there you go. That's Dane gone. Just the announcement just goes there. General has fallen, and that's the Dwarven field army dealt with. The dwarves are now all gone. It is now a job for elves and men, a last alliance to try and win this battle. Banspower looked better, that's for sure. But numbers-wise, it's only for 400-man difference, or orc and elf difference. Banspower is only so much in the favour because of the Orc High. There isn't a lot to counter them. There's just yeomen and pole arms. Trolls still trying to break their way through. A great unit to try and get through a gateway in this scenario. It certainly works here because there's literally nothing to shoot at them. Spears, yeah, they could cause an issue. Certainly a weakened troll unit will be stopped, but this is a very fresh one. So yeah, the spears, yeah, and they're not the best spears in the world. They are good spears. Tier 3 Asgardian spears, very, very good, but they are not the best in the world. Even gold chevron doesn't seem like it's stopping them with since the other ones are gold chevroned up. But yeah, here comes the infantry support. And that can just go through all the breach points and surround these guys. I'm surprised the troll didn't do the same. But yeah, there isn't a lot really to counter. We've got Thranduil's dismounted by the looks of it. And yeah, look, they've defeated everything over here. They're fine. I mean, if they keep their stuff there, that's also a problem. They need a micro and get stuff moving. Thranduil is, yeah, on the front lines. Looks like the final defense over here is about to be dealt with. Sorry, the final assault is about to be dealt with. The final defensive is not being dealt with yet. It is pending. I don't know where Kamul is. Oh, no, he's here. Kamul's here as well. His pitch black bodyguard. His Blackie Sling retinue. A very good shock unit. And it's very good at 100 man. It's now 200, so it's going to be really, really strong. Yeah, they're gonna, looks like, try and break their way through. They won't obviously rest the trolls. They've lost another one since we last looked. They were at 14, they're down to 13. The spears are chipping away at them a little bit. I can see, yeah, a couple of dead trolls. Here come the orcs. Why need to send orcs in to support trolls? Because trolls don't want to take all the hits and stuff. You want to have the orcs in here mixing up, distracting the spearmen. Immortal warriors making one last stand for a land that isn't their own. They know that evil must be stopped here, one way or another. They could do with Gandalf maybe as well. Where is that wizard? Where is he? Where are the eagles? They could do with a lot. Here come the elves. They're going to keep fighting at this gate. I don't think that's advisable either. I feel like fighting in these long choke point streets might be the way to go about it, really. But yeah, they're sending down 3 more units of Lasgarden blades. They're going to keep fighting here. I guess maybe we want to pin them at the gate. Surely, like, if I was an attacker, I'd just go around here. Just sneak in. Side charge. GG. Sorted. Maybe they're doing that. They're certainly pulling stuff out. They're pulling the trolls out. At least one of the trolls. It's still like, yeah, 11. We still got a 3 troll unit and a 16 out of 16. But yeah, here come all of the remains of the army of evil, apart from the Witch King. For some reason, we have the Witch King here, but also he is just still out here for some reason. Maybe he was farming dwarves, which honestly could be the case. They didn't want a single Durin's folk to survive. Are they going to basically, like, say, come outside and fight us? They might do, you know. They might say to the elves, come out and fight us. Which if they do, get that full force there. It looks like, actually, yeah. Speaking of, they are just pulling their entire full force away, which just let Dol Guldur in. Dol Guldur's not done here. He's still got his one Guldur blade. He's like, I'm still going. I'm still kicking. Look at him. He's ducking and weaving. He's like a boxer, this guy. He's ducking, diving, weaving, dodging. Yeah, it looks like they are going to sally out, I think. I guess maybe you could argue they have to. The main objective is not to defend Dale, really. And it's to take Erebor. So now they have to reclaim Erebor by fighting their way through. Those elves want those white gems that are in the mountain. And the last they're not even going to wait for the rest of their army. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea from the player. Set up around the gate, and that would be the best to do. Don't do anything else. Don't be too aggressive. Also wait for Thranduil to remount up. Do with the cav. No, he is probably a very good cav unit dismounted. I bet it's a bit like the Sons of the Eye. Oh, I don't like how they set up here either. They could just get flanking charged here from Guldur Blades. We'll see. If I was the Orcs, I'd go in now. I would charge it. Don't give them the honor of waiting. Just charge him. I think they are turning their line now. They have seen the error of the ways of the Elves. Just charge in. Go in. Finish them off, Orcs. Finish them off. Kill them. Yeah, numbers-wise, 2,700 against 1,900. You know what? I feel like how they played this game kind of is balanced to a certain extent. I know the chevrons maybe was a bit problematic, but I feel like it actually it's been quite well. It's been quite well scripted. You can say apart from the destruction of the Dwarves, maybe the Dwarves sort of stayed on that front line a little longer. Because they were, but maybe they also felt like they were hammering the Orcs a little too well, which they kind of were. Or the easier thing to do would have been just to give the Orcs a few more chevrons and give no chevrons to the Forces of Good. I feel like they do not need them, at least not the Elves and the Dwarves. And then the Elves and the Dwarves could have held on the front line for a lot longer and then tried to fall back, make one last stand. And then maybe had a few chevron units to represent Thorin and his company. But yeah, here we go. It looks like we're about to see some assault somewhere. Why at this gate, I guess? Maybe they're just like, oh, we don't really fancy fighting you here. Oh, Dol Guldur is actually being gifted the yeoman to kill. This should be easy enough, because the yeoman, I mean, they're not a great unit. Also, they have no general, which Forces of Good will all be affected by elves and men. Kind of forget about that. Since the Dwarven general, all these guys are going to be affected. There's another thing I forgot to mention that obviously you can do with the 2x unit. You can bring any unit in an army. So that's why you have elves, dwarves, and men all in the same faction. It actually works quite nicely if you're doing Battle of 5 Armies. I mean, you can have all the races there. Are we going to see a pike stack really from the Lake Town Guard? Come on. And here we go. I think Kamul is going to spearhead this assault. I think he's going to go straight for Thranduil, which I don't blame him. That's probably the weakest point on the line. These are pretty weak swords here, Lasgarland Blades and Shipman. And Thranduil, I mean, he'd probably be okay with this. Yeah, there's some thick Lasgarland Blades here, Shipman still holding the line. Spear Militia behind as well in the center. Yeah, they're putting as much as they can there, because they probably know it's the weakest is that center point. This side here, nearest to us, is definitely the strongest. I mean, whole arms and swords. Again, by the way, if you were just map aware, you could just flank around here, go through this choke point, and go in, and just flank around. But it doesn't matter. Here go the Orcs and the Trolls. They're going to charge on in. They're going to smack on in. I mean, the real punch is going to come here. Kamul and his bodyguard in their all black uniforms charging in. And yet already Thranduil's losing. Immediately the spear militia's been committed. I don't blame him. I mean, I think he's technically still counting as a cav unit, so cav against trolls really don't do well. Because the trolls are technically an elephant unit. So that's why they make the elephant sounds. That's actually combat even over there. Fair enough to those guys. So yeah, that is not looking good, that center. It's holding for now. Whether the Witch King, I feel like I'd just be cheesy, get this over and done with. You're going to win as evil. Flank around and just try and take out these boys quickly. Get the Witch King some kills. But yeah, imagine being an elf or a man. You can see the sea of orcs ahead of you, heavily armored orcs as well. These aren't just ragtag guys, pretty heavily armored. Like, oh god. Got a long day ahead of us. We've already had a long day. Trolls just smashing them down into the skulls of units. Stabilizing the sense, you know. Thranduil's doing a little bit better. The flank over here is actually looking worse. The Lasgal and Blades, they're losing. Shipman's still okay, but that's probably because they're not fully engaged. Also over here, it's looking quite good for the Force of Evil. Lasgal and Blades, again, kind of struggling there, kind of committed. Late Time Guard probably need a pike push. Yeah, I pike push just a slight bit, maybe. Trolls, though, I mean, I don't. If there's a healthy troll unit, which relatively is, it might be unbothered by the pole arms. And they kind of forcing the. I mean, look, the trolls are forcing the formation back a little bit here, which is cool. The trolls are dying. This one's 9 out of 16. There's still a healthy one though, way over there. I'd bring that around here at some point, maybe. I think they want one on every front to try and spearhead each assault, which is also a very smart idea. I feel like these guys are going to be the game winners, and it doesn't really matter which side you break through. As long as you break through one of them, the whole line will then collapse. Looking drastically worse now. Lasgal and Blades, Shipmen are next, and they're a lot worse. And Archer's here, losing, not breaking yet though. There's not long left of this replay. Are we going to run out? I don't think it's going to run out in time. Is someone going to mass route? Or is someone going to concede? Might be a concede. I feel like about to happen because I don't think we're going to see a mass route. Even though they have no general. Oh, maybe we are. Wow. Wow, we are. I was about to say, I don't think with these numbers we'll see a mass route, but we will. Over 1,200 left, and they're going to mass route, I think. Yeah, there you go. Wow.
The men are broken.
That was crazy, actually. And there you go. Evil has won. They have defeated the forces of good. And I quite enjoyed that one. I feel like that one worked a lot better than the Helm's Deep one. I feel like there was a little bit more balance. I still feel like both sides having the same amount of troops, not a great idea. But it didn't quite matter as much because I feel like the orcs did kind of like select and just kill off bits by bits. They just left the guys in Dale. Like, well, you're going to outnumber us there, or at least match us in numbers. We'll just go and attack you where you're weaker, which they went and did. And some huge kills in this one. This was sent in by Lurtzmaster, who's playing as the Forces of Good. So yeah, we'll have a look at his kills first. But well done to Panda Messi for winning the game. Did a really good job. Maybe a few little things I would have tweaked, but he did a very good job in the end. He's got some good kills as well. And I did expect so because it's 2 times units. But yeah, Dane getting 154 kills, 272 with the Shipman, 310 with the Shipman here. Dwarven Warriors 350, 348 kills, 316 with the Lasgal and Blades. 174 with the Lasgal and Blades here, 218 with another there. Sylvan axes 210. 176. His Erebor axes, which for some reason didn't get chevroned, 135, 141. Lasgal and Spears, 196 kills, and then 150 with another there. The Iron Guards, 297 kills, 297, 250 pretty much. Lake Town Guards, 307, 315. Yeoman, 208 kills. Lasgal and Archers, 440. 520, 300. These guys really did well. 335, yeah, insane. Thranduil, 325 kills. And the Dwarven Ballista got 620 kills. My gosh. Then we have the Forces of Evil. Guldur Blades getting 120 kills, 100 kills, 160 kills. I mean, they got smaller armies to to fight as well. So they will have lesser kills, but still some good ones here. 266 with another blade, 255 with the champions of Dol Guldur, 557 with another 230, 267. Yeah, some good kills. It seems like everything's uncapped as well, which I kind of forget about, because yeah, they have a lot of champions. 462 kills, 325. My gosh, yeah, no glaives, just champions. 330, 382 kills, 311. And then we've got, yeah, wargs 123, which isn't bad for them. And then there's the trolls 350, 343 kills, 561, 755 kills, and still going. So that's incredible. And yeah, the trolls really were the game makers in the end for the Forces of Evil. Sorry, getting the dub there. But there you go, guys. I hope you did enjoy this Dawnless Days battle. If you did, I want to see more. Do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show support. And I'll see you folks in the next one. Bye for now.